All right, so let's talk really quick because I just got home from my fourth prenatal appointment. I am 20 weeks and 3 days, and I just have a lot of anxiety right now because I asked my provider, my OB, about labor and delivery. Like, what are your standard practices? What's your C-section rate versus your unmedicated births? Like, how many have you attended? And you know, something that in my research that I've read is if they don't answer the question, if they're like, oh, I don't know, or whatever, which is what she answered, it could potentially be a red flag, or it is a red flag because, wait, is this crooked? Anyway, she said that she doesn't know, that she doesn't keep those numbers. I mean, I'm just like, she could have just said I do a lot of C-sections, or I have a lot more unmedicated births versus C-sections, blah, blah, blah. She could have just said anything. Instead, she said she doesn't know, that she doesn't keep those numbers, and I don't know. So that made me really nervous. It's not really what I wanted to hear. And then I asked, you know, what happens if I go over 40 weeks? And she's like, I could give you an extra week, but I don't go over 41 weeks. And she was very stern in that answer. She's like, I do not go over 41 weeks, and between your 40 to 41 week, you'll go to the hospital twice to do fetal stress testing and check your amniotic fluid and stuff like that, and everything's fine. Then you'll get that extra week. If not, then, you know, we'll go into induction. And I really don't want to go have an induction, especially not at 41 weeks if I do go past my due date, which I don't, this is why I don't understand. Like, your due date is an estimated date of your baby arriving. It can literally be 2 weeks prior, 2 weeks later. So if that is like the standard, like 2 weeks prior to 2 weeks later after your due date, then why are you offering an induction prior to 42 weeks? I don't understand it, and it doesn't make me feel comfortable, because if I haven't shared this before, I have made my decision and I want to have an unmedicated birth, and I don't want any interventions unless is a medically necessary intervention, like an actual emergency, not an emergency caused by interventions in the first place. So sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm just like, don't know what to do. So I'm trying to think if I'm gonna start interviewing more doctors. I would love to have like a midwife, but unfortunately, maybe I have to do more research. But looking at my insurance and their network, I don't have anybody in my network in my area, and I don't want to go somewhere super far. And I am hiring a doula. So I have been speaking to doulas and doing my research because I'm planning on a hospital birth. I do want a doula there to increase my chances of having an unmedicated birth. But I don't know, I just feel really nervous. I'm just expressing my concerns and where I'm at currently with this pregnancy journey. And I just really want like my birth team to be kind of supportive of my decisions. I want to be informed. I don't want to go in there with a mentality that I'm gonna have to fight the system to get what I want. Like, I'm informing myself of all the possibilities and all the alternatives and all the interventions that can happen so that I can be informed and make informed decisions based on evidence versus fear. And I don't want to be bullied into getting an induction or doing anything that I don't feel comfortable. And I don't want to have to go into birth with my walls up and being like, I need to fight and advocate for myself, because that also is not healthy to a natural unmedicated birth. In order to have an unmedicated birth, you have to be relaxed. And so if I am concerned about these things, then I'm not going to be able to relax, and I'm not going to have the unmedicated birth that I desire. So that's my little rant. I am midway through my pregnancy, and so I'm doing a lot of the research right now to prepare. I feel like very overwhelmed, not just with like the research for labor and delivery, but we don't have anything prepared for baby. And I know like time is gonna run really fast, and so I have to start preparing for like getting, you know, car seats and strollers, or doing, even just starting to do the research on all of those things so that we can be prepared in case baby does come early. And I don't want to be caught off guard. I'm a person that likes to be prepared for situations, and I know when it comes to labor, I can be as prepared as I can, and then, you know, kind of just accept what comes. But I don't want to just like put blind faith in the medical system, because as we all know, it's not perfect. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you with that. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for continuing to support me. Please make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, all those good things. Leave your comments below, send me your good wishes, and I'll see you in another video.